Well, I'm gonna going over the pictures of the woodlawn or woodland cemetery. They have 3 different cemeteries. I believe the cemetery I was in today says permanently closed. Excuse me, due to the fact that you cannot probably not bury no more bodies in there. But this is one strange cemetery, and I get strange feelings. And I get some feelings in this one. But and of course, you have wetland, restoration area, fragile plant and wildlife habitat was restored to maintain water quality and provide flood storage. Please help protect this. But there's a lot of things about wetlands that I also find to do with Native Americans. Now, I did mention in my other video that Native Americans, I feel, had lived there. My feelings were right. Never been in this town. Never been to this friggin' cemetery, period. But Keene College, that whole area right there was Native American Indians that lived there. And when I said that I saw similarity Native American living in this cemetery, I was right. Because this is not even a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles away from the Keene College. And due to the facts that are high rocks, mountains, wooded area behind it, also found out that there's a park, walking trails behind this cemetery. And what better place to find Native American dwellings and trails better than the ones that they made. I also found something funny in here. I didn't see this stone under the ice, but this woman must have been a jokester. This was funny shit. What is her name? Julianne Nash. Poor soul died in 2003, but what the fuck is this? She must have been a real funny lady, I tell you, boy. Oh, man. That's right. But seriously, in all seriousness, this friggin' cemetery is strange. And as you can see here, we got some lay of the land here. That in the back, you see some stones along a ridge of a hill. You also see some goddamn houses that look like these stones are in the friggin' backyard. But this area right here is untouched. There's a big rotary, you might as well call it, that circles around this. You know, I thought this to be friggin' strange. Very strange. And look at all these tombs. I don't know if they go over here. No, just over, and just in this area, mind you. Right over there. Over there, 2 little ones there. Try to take the best pictures I could. All along in there. And this is a section. There's a sign. After these 2 little stones, you see a sign. I think it says like section 16. It's like, what the fuck? Bizarre. Is there another part of it? I mean, you know, another view of it. It's like, what the hell were they thinking? This is the center of it. You know, they do have these graves. But, wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. Oh, wait, what the hell? That's more to the left. This is to the right. This is more to the left. So there is Bear. No, wait a minute. There's this, and then there's another, like, island. Let's call it an island. This is its own little island. This right here is where goes into the circle, you get to that one. But this one goes in a complete circle, and it, wraps around the top of this one. So this is all its own area. The one behind it has all the trees in it, not touched. I don't know if they're going to be, leveling this out. But all in all, I just found this bizarre because there's stones up there, but there's nothing in this. Probably something in this land here that won't allow them. Maybe Native Americans do. But this is on the other side of this. To your right, you'd see this. Then you drive straight on through. But all in all, just seeing this patch here by itself, go around and come back, and then you got all that, and then that over there in the back, it's like, I don't even know what the hell they were thinking. I don't even want to know what they were thinking when they made this cemetery. But here's the old haunted church. Look at my phone freezing up. This bad boy, I just got a comment. Someone walks through this every day, but there's a naughty soul that lives in here. Not too nice. But then again, like I said in my other video, if you got kids around you and you have them swear around here, they'll get the taste of soap in their mouth. So it must be a very firm person that just don't like little dirty words and sinners. Which I got out of the truck. I didn't get no taste in my mouth, but I was swearing up a storm. Whatever. But the hills in this place and the mounds. I want to say this, like I said, I believe Native Americans lived on this now. Knowing that Keene, New Hampshire College is living grounds, they lost their lands to the English out there. That would more be less the French Indian War. Because they did go up in Maine, so I think they might have traveled through New Hampshire, right, to get to Maine, to get that war. And all along here, they all took more land. Greed and money. Found this a very bizarre stone. But it's an actual stone that's probably been there since the dawn of time, and they put the plaque in the middle of it. But that's proof right there that this was Native American land too. Because like I say, the hills and the ridges out back there in stones were indications when they traveled. They would use that stone for memory, like, landmarks. But it looks like, I don't know who it was that belonged. I didn't get out to read it. I didn't have much time out there, but I'm going to make more time. Maybe to get back out there, because now that I know this was Native American land, I'm excited. And something happened, too, with my wife, mind you. So, I was trying to get another shot, but when I got up there and parked my truck, mind you, not even 5 minutes later, this person comes up, sits there, poof. And I don't know if someone, watching the place, or if someone's having lunch, or someone's... Why they come up there and sit in their car is beyond me. There were people walking in there. I had the jogger go by. Then an older lady later on came walking by. And, this place is friggin' busy, is right. Even the person that commented me said they walk through this every day. So it is a busy place. But, I just get that. When I pulled up to this damn thing, man, I felt something very, very dark is right. And I can feel it just by looking at that building, man. I did get to take some pictures around it later on. And then this comes up. Now, this is insane. Driving by, I seen it out the corner of my eye, and then my wife yelled, "Is that a bird? What bird is that?" So I get out running over to it, and I thought it was going to fly off, so I stopped here, zipped the camera up with the, enlargement view. And this is the best I could get, but I didn't want to try and get close, So I didn't want the damn thing to fly away. But the closer I got, with this, and then, zoom it in, it looks like a fucking raven. But then again, it looks like a fake bird also. But I know and then I thought it might have been something engraved maybe into a rock and make it look like a bird. But this damn thing was playing tricks with my eyes. And I was trying to focus and adjust, but I was far back. And I'll show you what it looked like when I was in the truck. This is what it looked like when I was in the truck, because when I got back in, it stayed there, but I said, shit, I'll take another shot. And this one comes out more blurrier, but still looks like a goddamn bird. The thing did not move, but it was just weird, strange, insane. And yeah, like I said, that's the furtherness of it. So if that person watches this video, you walk through it, and if you see this area, could you please tell me if that's a fake bird or if that was real? And if it is fake, if it's still sitting there, if not, it was real, oh man, then shit. It blends in with that grounding, and like I say, and of course when your phone messes up around spirits and stuff, it blurs out badly. Man, I got some clear pictures on this, and I stood steady trying to take this picture, and it still came out friggin' blurry. But insane, just insane. And then I seen this. That's a weird setup. But something happened later on the way home too, after this cemetery. So in this whole region, I'll tell you, mind you, leads right into from 101. If you take 101, leads right into Wilton, New Hampshire. And Wilton, New Hampshire also has another cemetery Indians lived on. That would be the Vale End Cemetery. They lived in that cemetery. They had a camp set up. And that's what I believe this was. As you can see, the landscaping and how the hills, the big rocks and everything is just too much. Then we got up in this part. This was closer to the road, but I decided to take a picture of the statues. Because they say sometimes statues have some history to it too. And this one looks like someone in despair. Like they lost somebody and they're, oh, Jesus Christ, help me. Holding their heart. But as you can see, time has taken a toll on this. But this ain't no face of, sleep my angel type thing. Or it looks like true despair or like practical horror in the face of the statue. And, I got a eerie, weird feeling on this too. Just by looking at it. They're holding their heart. Just looking up like that. There's always a meaning to statues when they're made. And like I say, there's something more dark and sinister in this friggin' grave. And I can feel it. But I also can feel native in there. So that could be the rightfully thing of what's making the evil get mean. But for whatever reason, this stone was made like this. Sarah Harris is just beyond like out of a horror movie. And then this one comes up. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Then you got your punk kids obviously coming in, destroying property like assholes. But this poor statue lost his head and a hand. And a broken wing. I don't know. some dipshit did that, or it fell apart because it's so old. But, I mean, it is the 1800s. But whatever, hopefully that wasn't vandalism. And then again, you know, sometimes supernatural stuff happens to statues too. And I don't know, that reminds me of that. But I'm sure it was some dumbass vandalism piece of shit. I mean, I started going through taking, you know, pictures of these because not a lot of times you see this kind of setup. And then this one, man. The other one looking up into the sky. This one looking up into the sky. Also looks despair. And poor bastard lost his arm. But they got the sword at hand. I don't know if that's a walking stick, but I don't know, it would be very interesting on what this hand was doing before it got snapped or whatever the hell happened to it. Maybe look pointing to the sky, or, you know, doing one of these, trying to grasp for the Jesus Christ Spirit, my Lord, help. But this one too looks like in despair. Just bizarre, weird, strange. And was everybody in this cemetery up in despair? Then you got this one. This one kind of, you know, set me at uneased. Leaning up against this post or whatever and staring down maybe at a lost child or the lost souls that, you know, are buried here, or... But it just gave me a you know, an eerie feeling. You know, these stones I see, I ain't never really seen stuffed faces like that in other places. Although there is one in Leominster that looks pretty evil, but their face is not in despair. So I got a picture. Well, I did that one. I wanted to get that one, but I was screwing up the camera, but just setups you don't see a lot of. And there it is. It's the Woodland Cemetery. Then you got the wood. On Google Maps, it comes up as, how does it come on? Wood, another name, not Woodland, but, I can't remember, god damn it. But there's 3 different cemeteries. This is the Woodland Cemetery. Then you got the other one out back. And the one out back is the permanently closed one. Probably you can't, like I say, bury there no more. This is a top cemetery. And this one gives you a good vision of what the back looks like. And that's the woodlawn. Woodlawn, that's what it is. You got the woodlawn. And I forgot what the first one is. But this is like the newer one or whatnot. And this one back there on the hill, as you can see, like I said, all hilly area. Up about this hill in the back. Pine trees. This is where, like, Indians live. There's a little brook of water that runs through here. You know, this is what you see and look for Native American lands. And I swear to God that this could be Native American living place. Just built over with modern cemeteries. There rightfully could be cemeteries of Native Americans buried in here. Insane. But that's what you look for. Meadow areas, pine trees. You know Indians live there. Natives live there. Then you got this brook. And then all the water up from the hills run into this brook. And here's a little bridgeway. Then I came back around and back to the church. And this says Family Memorial Chapel. I don't know if the family that built this cemetery made that chapel. That's why it's probably haunted, but whatever the case may be. Summer Night and Family Memorial Chapel. Very dark, little sinister place here, I tell you. Just imagine what really went on in that place. So that was it for that. But that bird in there, and I didn't get no visions of no bodies or faces. Usually I do. But I just got that weird feeling that bird really, you know, because that damn thing, it just don't look right. Now, let's see, but I wonder if it's a goddamn skinwalker. But all in all, I know this damn place natives lived on. I'll put money on that. And, oh man. That bird, though, really sets me off. And if it's fake, it's fake. To me, it looks friggin' real. But that was the finding today. I would love to get back to this place at night. Because I not guarantee I'll find something in this place too, but chances of that are slim. Just see what happens. Maybe I can set up something with the city. But all in all, I just wanted to show these photos because, like I say, this cemetery is built friggin' just strange. So, till the next video, be safe, take care, and always believe. And if you check this place out, which I expect any ghost hunter to do, let me see and know and get to know what you find. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot one thing. That's what I was supposed to do. When we drove by this specific stone right here, this says green on this stone. Now, believe it or not, it's spelled Grene. I got the picture of it. But when I took this picture, when I was taking this picture, my wife said, "Oh, I see a green man in there." There ain't nothing in here but something they wanted her to see, seen through the flash of my camera. Came in. She saw it, but I didn't get it in the picture, which sucks. But what did happen, though, she didn't see this stone over here. She didn't see that green stone, the name. So as soon as she said this, I was taking this picture. The stone, you know, I was driving very slowly, creeping by this stone. She screamed out, "Damn, look at that, there's a name green." I don't know if this person, you know, showed itself on the camera. My wife got to see it, which I'm thinking that's what it had happened. His name was right there, green. And they are been known to have green orbs. I have green orbs and pictures on other Native American lands in New Hampshire, mind you. There was a football game we went to in New Hampshire, Nashua, over by the police station by the St. Joseph's Old Cemetery, I believe. They got a stadium over there. And that stadium is right along a river. That river, I got feelings of Native Americans went out by the little parkway where you can walk through and come to the falls. And natives always lived around falls. And when I got green apparition orbs on the side of my phone. Clear as day, I got them up in a video and everything. So, I forgot what I named it. I don't know, I might have to, I don't even think I did a video on that. Maybe I will go over that. But green and green orbs and green this and that's another thing that happened in this cemetery. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. 2 things happened in the cemetery. That and that bird. Insane. Till next video, out.